Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Darian and today I have an unexpected beauty haul for you guys. Today is unexpected because I had no idea that a couple of weeks ago Ulta was going to be doing like 50% off beauty steals for, I think it was like 1 to 2 weeks. They did like different products that were 50% off, and I'm talking about good products, not just like, you know, they're just trying to get rid of stuff. I mean, they could be, but these are like really good products that I have bought before full price and stuff that I was interested in using. Then days after I started with the Ulta, I realized that Sephora was doing the same thing with certain products. So then I started to buy stuff from Sephora. And then I kept going in the store, so I was like, you know what? I wanted to try this. I want to get this. Maybe I should just go ahead and get it, y'all. So I just have basically, it's not a huge haul, but I have some stuff to show you guys. Some of the stuff I have already used and some stuff I haven't. So I can kind of tell you how some things have worked for me and if I feel like it's worth getting. But yeah, you guys, let's go ahead and hop into this video. Alright y'all, if my glasses start fogging, I'm so sorry. This room that I film in, it always gets so hot and I don't even have like my film lights on. I don't really use them as much if I don't really need to. I like using the natural light now. So if my glasses start fogging, I'm so sorry. I'm about to cut the fan off so you guys can hear me. But yeah. Okay, so first things first, I guess since this is the back that's right here, let's get into some fragrance. I think in like the past couple of weeks, I bought like 5 or 6 fragrances. So this was not on sale. This was not on sale, but this is something that has always interested me every time I have gone in Sephora. And the first few times that I've smelled this, I could never really smell it on me. I felt like it wasn't strong enough, but for some reason, I was in the store getting something for one of the sales, and a girl sprayed this and I smelled it through the air, like it traveled through the air. And I was like, maybe I should just go ahead and get it, like give this a chance, like actually buy it. I don't know if I've had this even a full 2 weeks, and look how much I have already sprayed. I usually will like swap my fragrances out, so I'm not using them a lot as I'm using them. This one, every single day, as soon as I get out the shower, spraying it on, and in the morning time, spraying this fragrance on. This is the K. Ali Yum Pistachio Gelato. Number 33. Now you may already be familiar with this fragrance. It's not new. It's already been out for a little while, and at one point it was the craze, but I just couldn't smell it whenever I would go and try to spray this fragrance, and I didn't know why, because I really wanted to love it, but now it's like I can smell it. It's so weird. It just feels so weird. But anyway, the notes in this are pistachio gelato, hazelnut, sweet rum, whipped cream, marshmallow, and cotton candy. Now, if you listen to those notes, they do kind of sound like light things: whipped cream, marshmallow, cotton candy, you know, pistachio gelato. So those aren't like super heavy scents that I would consider to be like way heavy on the skin, like after you spray it. So I guess there's a reason why I couldn't really smell it when I was smelling it in store versus some other fragrances. But I love this as an everyday scent. Perfect for like a skin scent if you're a gourmand lover, and it just is good. So I'm excited to have her in my fragrance collection now. Alright you guys, so this was on sale. This is the Black Opium. I think this one is called Glitter. I actually have purchased before, but I sent it back. This was probably like almost a year ago, and I sent it back because I felt like it wasn't something that I loved, although it wasn't bad. But once it was 50% off, this is a smaller size than what I originally purchased. I was like, let me give this another chance. You know, 50% off. I think I paid like $49 for this. I was like, let me just go give it another chance. So I went back in store and I was like, I'll get it. I'm gonna get it and just see if this is a fragrance that I end up liking like over time. Now this is very powdery. It's a marshmallow scent. Actually, what I'm gonna tell you guys is, okay, so I recently just was in Sephora like 2 days ago and I smelled the new Valentino in the white bottle. And I feel like this and that smells very similar. I won't say that it's exactly the same, but this also another marshmallow scent, the Valentino one. And I feel like these are two fragrances that go hand in hand. Like, I don't know the other notes in them separately, but I just know that once I smelled that one, I felt like I was literally like I sprayed this on my hand as the tester in store. So this is something I am happy to have it. It's just I feel like I have to be in the mood for this one. I feel like this also may be like one of those cozy scents that I like to wear like in the fall or winter, or if I'm going somewhere that is like makes me feel really soft and pretty. This is something that I would gravitate to. All right, you guys, let's get into the next fragrance, and this is Vanilla Vice by Sniff. Y'all, I'm gonna be completely honest and say that this is it's a nice fragrance, but it's not anything that I feel like is spectacular. I feel like I've smelled this in so many forms from so many different brands. Like, even though it may not be exactly the same notes as other brands, it's basically a vanilla musk scent. And I feel like a lot of brands have done that, like their take on it, and it usually always smells the same on me. So I don't technically feel like I have like a new fragrance, but this was, I believe, 50% off, so it was worth a try. I haven't tried any of Sniff's fragrances. There is one that I want to try, and I forgot what it's called, but I think it's like a pancake or a maple syrup type of scent. I don't know the exact, what it is. I'll have to see it, but I wanted to try that. But I was like, let me try the Vanilla Vice. I feel like this is something nice to have if you don't already have something like this. But again, I feel like you can get this scent in different forms from different brands. Like, this actually reminds me of the Kayali Vanilla 28. So if you're somebody who is looking to compare price or something like that, maybe that could be something that can help you decide if you would prefer to get this or another brand. Or maybe you don't have a Sephora near you and you want to, try a musky vanilla scent and you have an Ulta near you. This could be a good option for you. But for me, this kind of gave the feeling of like that typical vanilla musky kind of scent. All right, y'all, so I ended up getting a lot of fragrance in this haul, and I actually didn't expect to, although I've really been loving fragrance lately. So this was from Ulta. This is the Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere by Philosophy. This was 50% off, so I was like, let me go smell it. Again, I feel like this is kind of, I don't have the notes on me and I haven't really done a lot of research. I just went in and smelled it. And this feels so cozy, so comforting. It feels like a good fall, winter scent, but it's not super heavy. I feel like once I have sprayed it on, it kind of just like dies down and just like melts into the skin to feel like a nice, sweet, almost maybe vanilla. I haven't really checked, but something like that, like a vanilla skin scent. I love that this one doesn't really go musky on me. Even if there is musk in this, it just smells to me like a sweet, nice kind of vanilla like scent. It doesn't do a lot of changing and transforming. I know some people, when it comes to fragrance, they want their fragrance to transform and change and do all the things on their skin. I feel like this is one of those kind of straightforward scents. You spray it and it's that sweet, creamy, I keep wanting to say vanilla. I don't know if it's actual vanilla, but it is fresh cream. It's like that sweet scent that it just comes out and it is right there and vibrant, and then it just like, literally, I feel like it just melts into the skin and becomes a nice gourmand, kind of like a skin scent. It's not super heavy once it dries down, which I feel like the Kayali Gelato one is like that. Like, once you spray it and give it a couple of minutes, it just like, it's like in your skin, something like that. I hope that doesn't sound weird. Like, it's like in your skin. But it just like delicately just, does something. Alright, you guys, so this was actually a purchase that I was excited about, and this is from One Size, and I really have been wanting to try this powder, and I think I ended up settling for a different powder, and I don't know if it was because of the color or something, but I ended up seeing that this was 50% off. So I think I paid $18. This is the ultimate setting powder. I ended up getting the color Sweet Honey. I don't like to go too golden when it comes to a setting powder. And I also don't like to go too dark because I feel like that could make me look muddy. So Sweet Honey seemed to have like a good balance for me to set under my eyes and a few areas on my face. When I use a powder like this that's not exactly my skin tone, I like to focus more so under my eyes, down my nose, a little on my forehead, and like some on my chin, but not too heavy. I just use like whatever is left over on the puff on my chin and like my forehead and stuff, but the most of it I like to focus under my eyes. So this is what Sweet Honey looks like. It's like in between that deep golden and the super light kind of powder. It's like a good mixture. So I'm excited to have this. I have not used this yet. I have actually been really into my Anastasia powder and using that a lot, but I'm excited to see how this works. All right, you guys, so I think this is the last fragrance I have purchased. I really didn't realize I purchased this many fragrances in like a matter of 2 weeks, but I did what I did. So this is Summer Mink by Better World Fragrance House. This is Drake's fragrance, and honestly, I smelled it and I really did love the fragrance. I wanted to give it a try. I ended up spraying it in store and I love how it turns sweet on my skin, but this gives like such a luxurious, luxury feel. Like this is a very luxurious smelling fragrance. So I've been loving it. This is one of my newest favorite fragrances, and honestly I feel like this fragrance has the potential to do what fragrances in some pretty big fragrance houses are doing. I feel like it can be considered on that level. It just depends on what you like and what you're looking for in a fragrance. So I have the 1 ounce in the fragrance. I feel like it was worth it for what I paid. And then they have a larger one that comes with a stand, and I think that's pretty much will depend on how you like the fragrance and how you feel about it. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the purchase. Really, almost all the fragrance purchases that I've done, I'm pretty happy with. I think it's only one that I may return, but I gotta see. Okay, you guys, so let's hop into some skincare. So the first thing I am showing is from Glow Recipe, and this is their Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. I love skincare, so I love an opportunity to try new products. I have heard of Glow Recipe throughout the years, but I guess I just never like jumped to try anything from them. So I'm so happy that I got to try this out. This is a toner, but I feel like it feels like a mixture between a toner and a serum. Like it has a pump and everything. Usually when I use a toner, it's just like straight liquid, but this has a little bit of, you know, like, not grit, but it's a little thick. It's not a toner where I need a cotton pad or anything like that. Usually if I have a liquid toner, I'll use a cotton pad. So I do like that this one has a pump on it. It just like in my mind, it feels confusing because I'm so used to pumping out my serums instead of my toner. So it's been fun playing around with this. I feel like getting it on sale was definitely a steal. 50% off for this. And I believe this is more so like, it says Bright Essence Toner. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that this has vitamin C in it or something along the lines of that. And then they also have this Cloudberry Bright Moisture Cream. You guys, I love this cream. It is very thick. Some creams that I have that are like vitamin C or brightening, it has that, but it's not really moisturizing. It's more so like a little more thin, and I don't know if it's because the focus is more so for brightening, but this is thick and it also has the brightening aspect to it. And I love that you can just pop this out and just buy a refill. I'm not sure if the refill as far as price is worth it. Like there's a brand that I use and their refill for like the body care thing is only, I think it's like $5 difference versus just buying a whole new container. So I feel like that's really up to you. I have to check and see how much their refill is. But if so, you can save a little bit of money and just get a refill instead of buying a whole new jar for this cream. But I really do love these products. And as somebody who is really into skincare, I feel like these are definitely something that I can see good results with. I've been using these for a little over a week. So, and I've been gravitating to this a lot. I already have products that I love that's in my normal routine, but for some reason I have actually been gravitating to these products. And then you guys, I have these 3 lip treatments. I was about to call them lip glosses. And these were on sale for 50% off. I ended up getting 3. I actually was like, I'm gonna just get 2. Then when I got in there and started smelling them, they smell so good. These are tinted. I think this one is the only one that's not really tinted, but it still has like this white glaze kind of look when you put it on. And they have a couple of other flavors, a couple of other scents flavors. They have a couple of other scents in store. I got these because I felt like the tint in them would look good on my skin tone. So this is creme brulee. Y'all, this smells so good. I haven't used this one on me yet, but in store, it smells so good. These are by I Love Ole Henriksen. I have seen these a couple of times in people's videos and stuff, but I never felt, you know, like, I guess pulled to buy one until I saw it on sale, and I was like, let me try these out. And then I got to see that they feel really good on my lips. This is something that I would buy again. The reason I think I probably wasn't like interested in buying it is because I realized that a lot of companies have really been into making lip balms, and I'm more so like a glossy kind of feel. I like something that makes my lips feel hydrated and moisturized, even though it's like an oily kind of texture. So this is a hydrating lip treatment. I would absolutely say that these give hydrating. I actually have the strawberry sorbet on right now. That one smells so good too. And my lips just feel so hydrated, but they still feel like they have that oil texture on them. So this one comes out a little brown. This one actually does not have the name, like the scent, but this one has like a citrusy smell. Like this smells like an orange Starburst to me. And then the strawberry one, I love the smell of this, so yeah. Okay, you guys, let's hop into the next thing. This is an OG beauty product that I have used for years, and I just figured it was 50% off. Let me go ahead and use this. To be honest, the mascara that I use now is the Fenty Hella Thick. I love that mascara. I've been using that for years. But I used to, back in the day, always use the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. This is one of the first mascaras I used that made me feel like I had lashes. And so once I switched over to the Fenty Beauty one, I kind of just stuck with it. So I was like, I'll get this again. This is like one of those tried and true products that have worked as far as on my lashes. And I actually still have a waterproof version of this. I just don't use it as much because it's waterproof, so I feel like waterproof should only be used on vacation. Like the way I group things up in my mind, I don't know where I come up with some of this stuff, but I use stuff for different reasons, and so I haven't really used it as much as I could have used it because it's waterproof. So anyway, I have a regular version now. So okay, you guys, so I really do try to keep up with the sunscreen thing, and honestly, I have found some sunscreens that I love, but as far as something that I just want to use every day because it's like light, I feel like I have kind of like fell out of a place where I don't really feel like there's any that I have been wanting to gravitate to. So I saw that this was on sale. This is from Naked Sundays, and this is their Cabana Clear Water Gel Serum, and it's SPF 50. I don't know if this was designed to like be a summertime product, but what I do know is I did try this on in the store, and I love how it just feels like a serum. It just feels like something light, and I did not notice any white cast or anything with this product on my hand in the tester. So I'm excited to incorporate this. I hope that this will like inspire me to get back into wearing my sunscreens daily. Sometimes I just forget, and sometimes I just don't want to wear like something that feels greasy or cakey. All right, y'all, so let's get into some hair products. I have a thermal protective spray by Kenra, and then I have a blow dry spray. I saw that these were 50% off, and honestly, I had been wanting to try the Kenra hair product. Now I wish I would have gotten the hairspray. I was just thinking I'll just get products that I can use on my natural hair, but I wish I would have gotten a hairspray. This is the hot spray, and it says it's a firm hold heat protection spray. This is number 20 if you're interested in trying this. And this is an air dry cream. It says it's a time-saving air styler. And this is number 6. I have not used these, y'all. I could have used it yesterday because I did my natural hair. I washed it and blow dried it and braided it down and everything. And I didn't even think about that I just bought these products because I was trying to put them aside so I could do this video. But y'all, I could have told you how it worked. But anyway, I don't have any bad feelings about these products. I feel like they're going to work really well. So yeah. All right, you guys. So I have a lip liner from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Actually, one of the guys in the store, he helped me pick out the lip liner and one of the liquid lipsticks. Y'all, he was helping me. He was like my friend in here. And he saw me a few times in there during the sale, like, girl, why are you back here? This is the color Malt, and it's like a nice brown color, so I wanted to get a liner. I feel like you could never go wrong with a brown liner. If you are brown skin or deeper skin, I feel like a brown liner needs to be on hand. It has saved me when it comes to some lip colors. And then I wanted one of these lip velvet to like put like in the middle of my lipstick, like if I have a dark brown lipstick or something like that, to kind of act as a highlight on my lip. So I ended up getting Hush Rose, and I feel like this color is so pretty. Okay, so this was on sale. I actually was not planning on getting this, but when I walked into Ulta, it was like the lady was, she just kept talking to me about certain products, and she led me to this concealer. So this is from Lancome, and this is their Tint Idole. I don't know if it's Idol or Idole. Tint Idol Ultra Wear Concealer. I ended up getting the color 500 Suede W, which I'm assuming is Suede Warm. And yeah, I have another concealer. This is pretty much the color that I get. Not the number, but this is what a lot of my concealers ended up looking like that I like to highlight with under my eyes. I don't like to do too much on like an everyday makeup look. And I feel like my powder lightens it up even more. So yeah. All right, you guys. So these are the last things that I purchased on the sale. This is actually what got me to start with the sale. Was the MAC lipsticks were 50% off, and I felt like you can't really, you know, pass that up. So I ended up getting Ruby Woo. I feel like everybody at this point knows about Ruby Woo. This is like a iconic color. I wanted a lipstick that was a purple, but it was like a vampy purple for fall time. So I ended up getting Smoke Purple. This is what it looks like on the lipstick container, but when I swatched this in store, that purple color that it gave was so pretty. This is the color you wouldn't get it. So I got this color because I love how it gave like a pinky color, so that I can create like my own pinky nude kind of lipstick color. Like I actually wanted to get Snob, but they were sold out of Snob. But for some reason, when I was trying on Snob, I just felt like this is gonna be too light for me to wear. I know other people have made Snob work, but I feel like Snob, it looks like on me it's too much. Like it's too, I don't know if it's the undertones, but I ended up just getting You Wouldn't Get It, and I felt like it was still bright enough to give me like that bright pink look, but it wasn't overdoing it for me. I haven't really gotten too deep into orange lipsticks. I've had a few of them over the years, but I just wanted another orange lipstick. So this is Marrakesh, and it's like this pretty burnt orange color, and I'm excited to use this. All right, you guys, so that is everything that I have for this haul. Most of everything was 50% off, so I feel like I got a pretty good deal. Even with the other products that I purchased that weren't 50% off, I don't have any regrets about them. So I feel like, you guys, those are some nice things to check out if you want to check out some new products. Obviously, I got a lot of them when they were on sale, but even with me getting them on sale, now that I have them, I feel like they can still be of good use. Full price. They're still good products to pay full price for. So I hope that you have a great day. I thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you have any questions about the product or anything, I will try my best to answer. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.